We are playing some more Cargo Company. In this episode, the first thing that I would like to do is actually rename this to Subscribers Town. Alright, I think that would be a perfect name for this, this city that's gonna grow very large. And look at these look at how far you can zoom in. That is just nuts. Alright, not nuts, it's nuts. It looks so cool though. I like these simplistic type of graphics. So our mission for today is actually, of course, progress further, but at some point I would like to see if I can bring something to space. And in order to bring something to space, I'm going to need to have a rolling money stuff. So the next thing that I would like to do is actually bring steel to this area so we can get cars. The reason why we want to get cars is because we need to bring the cars to the container port and produce containers. Why do we want containers? Because the containers are going to be needed at this spaceport in order to produce colonization equipment to bring it up to space and colonize on space. And in space we can get helium-3. Why do we want helium-3? Is because down here we have somewhere in this map, there we go, helium. And helium-3 is what needs to be brought to the power plant for whatever reason being, right? And we also have like windmills. It is not yet clear where windmills are going to be handy for. Maybe this feature has not been added. Maybe this feature will only unlock in the future. So we need steel, and as you can see down here, we got a steel factory. In order to get steel to the steel factory, we are going to need to get iron. Now let me see. Iron. No, that's oil. We want to get something close. Aha! I think this is an iron. It is an iron mine. And this iron mine also has food and livestock. Now let me see, does this need food and livestock? Maybe the city? Accept passengers, goods and... Oh, yeah, wait, what? So when a city becomes bigger, it does accept goodies and passengers and containers. Accept more stuff. Something to keep in mind, if our subscribers town will grow big, it probably is going to say, yo, we need some goodies. In that case, we can always send more trains to this one station down here. Not gonna be too much of a problem. Oh, we got like 2 iron stuff. Let me see. It also has like rating. You know what? Let's take the shortest route, or we're going to we need to create 2 depots, one for in, one for out, but also for the livestock. I shouldn't press that. Is going to produce something which is going to need to get out, right? In storage, it doesn't want to, any products back. It just wants to dump a product. In this case. Yeah, that is very expensive. I believe if you place it onto farmland, it will say, yo, it will cost a double amount of cash to actually do that. It seems like I'm going to need to wait for a bit. In that case, we can just speed up the progress and let our money go crazy. Or at least so far as possible. Subscribers. Oh yeah, we need to keep an eye out on this, apparently. Subsidies. First transportation to the moon. New vehicle available. We got a new train. 130 power, 8,000 horsepower, electric. It will cost more per week. So you could say like the distance between the metal factory, steel factory, and the car stuff. We need to have a fast and powerful type of steel. But we need to also be able to get it back. Now what I think is also going to be very handy. That's gonna be so mind-blowing. What we could do is have one station here one station here with at least 2 tracks, and one station here with at least 1 track, 2 tracks. So we can have a train that goes here, picks up stuff, goes here, picks up stuff, delivers it right down there, get a whole bollock with stuff, right? Let's put it a little faster. So we're going to have a train track with at least 2 down here. What would be handy? I think what definitely would be handy is to place 1 down here, right? Then we need to gonna have 1 track down, a train thingy right down there. Does the length also increase money? Oh, it definitely does. 40, 80. It is good to discover this because that means I can also save some cash in this one. Like if you, to be honest, I don't know if that increases or decreases the amount of loading time if your station is longer or shorter. Let's figure that all out. I want to place this tiny one right down here, of course, like that. I need to keep in mind we need to have 1 track going that way, so it would be handy to use this track here. Like so. Go down and then. Oh no, you need a bridge. Mind your own business. There we go, beautiful bridge. Now I'm thinking about it. Why wouldn't we go back on the same track? I mean, if it's 1 train that's gonna be on here, right? It will save up some money. Because as you can see, money is an issue. I'm already going to do that then. Oh, I need a lot of money. So yeah, we can use 1 track if we're going to use 1 train. Something that I didn't really maybe think about in the transport tycoon deal. Let's speed it up a little more because hurry. A new rocket available. Oh man, there is so much to discover in this new type of game, which is very cool, of course. Just first do this, so knowing for sure that I'm gonna get on the right track. No, I already screwed it up. Very good. Let's go over there, so that one is going. Now what we can do, rather than, waiting, is already taking care that we got 1 train already rolling. Because why wouldn't we? We can always, that works. We can always add in more cars and change the route to the other station, right? In this case, I would like to buy another diesel, and it's not like a too long track. It just goes 10 kilometers faster for like 200 extra bucks. Like, it's a bit of a yes and no. But this thing goes 130. It's a little bit overkill, I think. Humanity just got expanded. Got more settlements on the moon. Maybe I should also mind some business on the moon, by the way. And I actually wonder, will it show different vehicles on the moon? Maybe we figure that out in one of the episodes. So in this case, let's buy a diesel, and we are going to let me just see the track size. Let's do 2 for now, and depending on what will happen with also the other station, we're going to take a look at how many more we're going to need. Let's just keep it with 2 for now. And then first we're gonna create a new line, and it's always the best to actually name lines, Add a stop here. Now when we added another track that way, we're going to add it as track 3, so then it will go into a certain circle. And I'm thinking of it, if I go that way, I really need an extra so it doesn't drive around. I will just show you when it's time to do so. It is... Oh! Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, and it's gone. So I'm just gonna play it normal just for a second. I always get nervous. So it says 30, right? So one ore truck can do a perfect 30. So I would just say let's leave it with 2 of these. You don't need more. Depending on what the other station will do. Now it's already 20, 25, 30. Okay, so this is just enough. It just fills up the other wagon with 5 extra. Alright, let's see how much money we're actually gonna get from this. We are going to get 4,000. So it needs a few couple of goes before we paid one wagon back, before we paid the second wagon back, and or before we actually paid back the diesel, which cost 55. We need to make about almost 100,000 before we really start making some. But we are producing steel. And I believe it can be infinite as the amount of steel can be stored, I think. Let me see here. So far it don't seem to be like there would be a limited. Now of course I'm new to the game, so I can be a little bit overwhelmed by stuff, like maybe I should already have done something to space. For now it is just what it is. Got another 4,000 bucks. Let's take a look how things are going. Okay, so here also see a number. We have 179 subscribers. Our houses for 179 subscribers, which is good. 79 or 97? 90, yeah, 97, not 79. We're going to need to have a village. You know, we need to have at least 1,300 houses because, you know, so many subscribers I got. In this case, we already made a bunch of cash again, and to the iron mine we'll also add a big piece. There we go. Pretty good. So in this case we are going to need to have another train station, in this case a train station with 2. Apparently the length doesn't do too much. I mean, it is 1, 2, 3 and it goes. I think it just takes the same amount of time for the wood stuff. And I think also increasing the length will also increase the radius. Oh, that is actually very cool. You know, you're not specially forced to always do a long stuff. It's just 80,000. Let me see. I don't know what went out. Can we see that? No. Company color gray. I want green. Look at that. Alright, so here we going to produce a lot more stuff, and in this case yeah, we're gonna take the inside one of this to connect up right down here, and the other stuff, live goods, maybe needs to be here, maybe somewhere else. Something for later on to figure out. Okay, let's just add the shortest route available. Ay. You know what? No ayay's. Okay, it still costs the same amount. That surprises me. I'm still gonna go right down here. Maybe if you destroy farmland, it will de-increase the amount that can be, you know, produced. I think that will be the case. In this case, we actually got this stuff done. So what I would like to do right now is grab the wagon stuff. It is line 4. And we're gonna need to add another stop, which will be right down there. So we'll go to the station, you know, mine 1 and then mine 2, which is called farm station. It needs to make a choice, right? It is saying supply, so that's good. And let's just roll it, right? For now, pick up the first part, and then I'm gonna add. Shall I add 2 more cards? Maybe actually not. I want to add 1 extra card since it can never be filled up completely. It's 35. 35. Well, that is unfortunate. This is apparently it. I'm definitely going to add this to my wish list and see how far this game will progress into the future. Let me know if you're going to play this demo. What do you think of it? How far did you actually go? Did you make already $1 million before it ends? I don't know actually how much the time is. Maybe I've missed like a timer somewhere. So in this case, this will be it, and yeah, thanks for watching. Now we are on the moon, and on the moon we got a couple of things. We also got like a station farm, produces food and livestock. We got helium, and helium is actually needed on the planet to produce power for the power stations, produces goodies.